Good morning, ABR MarketWatch viewers. Let's dive right into today's market action where we find a cautious mood gripping investors due to ongoing AI rally concerns and Fed remarks hinting at elevated stock valuations. Yesterday, the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq Composite all slipped, with Nvidia leading the tech giant's slide after its $100 billion OpenAI investment. However, Micron Technology bucked the trend with growth in after-hours trading following strong earnings and a positive outlook. Today, the S&P 500 took a dip following Fed Chair Powell's comments about stock valuations being fairly highly valued. This left investors uncertain if this signals a sell-off or continued growth potential. Traders are now predicting 2 rate reductions by the end of the year. Gold prices soared to a new record high, while Bitcoin and Ether struggled to recover from recent slumps. Disney stock dropped following the announcement of Jimmy Kimmel's return as late-night host. The drop in tech stocks, uncertainty about the Fed's stance, and gold surge are key themes shaping today's market trends. However, optimism crept in this morning with U.S. equity futures showing a mostly positive trend, driven by renewed interest in AI. Alibaba's shares surged nearly 9% pre-market following its pledge to increase AI investments beyond their initial $50 billion-plus target. Other tech giants like Micron Technology, Nvidia, and Broadcom also saw gains before trading began. Global tech markets are surging as well, with Micron's memory storage products in high demand for AI developers and Alibaba investing over $53 billion in AI. This follows a promising quarterly report from Micron, revealing higher-than-expected revenue growth and forecasts. The tech sector has been the main driver of trading, with Nasdaq 100 futures leading the charge. Meanwhile, the dollar is strengthening against the Japanese yen and British pound, while oil prices continue to rise following President Trump's call for European allies to halt energy purchases from Russia. Confidence among German companies has waned due to economic struggles, while the Fed chair warns that there is no risk-free path after last week's rate cut. China has announced it will no longer seek special treatment in WTO talks, claiming its developing nation status. Policymakers show differing opinions on whether inflation or job losses pose a greater threat to the economy. Inflation is surging in Australia, and New Zealand has appointed its first female central bank governor. The Bank of Canada warns that foreign investors are reducing their US dollar exposure, putting pressure on the dollar. Mexico now has more room to cut rates due to the Fed's rate cut, while US business activity growth slowed for both manufacturing and services sectors this month, with inflation fears slightly eased by signs of decelerating firm prices. In conclusion, global markets saw a slight uptick today, led by tech stocks and artificial intelligence optimism. However, the cautious mood persists as investors navigate the uncertain waters of Fed policy and AI investments. Remember to stay informed, and we'll keep you updated right here on ABR MarketWatch.